This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit sopadre.com.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $36,000 to $995, or $26,000 to $995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne Westlaco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
V's up regardless.
No matter where you...
I've got my plan. I say lob it to Ryan Perez in the paint off a couple of screens.
Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria.
There's Warner. Here comes a headed to jam. Counted for two. The field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved.
What a game. Cortez smacked to the left. That is gone.
Lob for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard. Counting and a win. And a win. Ryan Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a perfect night for football here in the Rio Grande Valley. From the immaculate grounds of Brownsville Veterans Memorial Field, I'm Marco Monguia, and tonight we bring you a fascinating non-district matchup that tells a story of two programs on two very different journeys. In one corner, you have the hometown Brownsville Veteran Chargers, a well-oiled machine that has stormed out of the gates to a perfect 2-0 start. And the other, the visiting Rio Grande City Rattlers, a proud program battling to find its footing and capture that first elusive victory of the season. When you factor in a lopsided 49-10 Charger win in last year's matchup, you have a classic tale of an established powerhouse versus a determined underdog looking to prove that this year is different. And for the Rattlers, the quest for a different outcome starts with a leader who embodies the program's soul, head coach Abel Gonzalez, who is a legend on his very own field over in Rattler country back in the 90s. Well, he's returned home, and his mission is a personal one, to restore the glory of his alma mater. He's building around a phenomenal multi-talented athlete in DeAndre Rodriguez. Last year, Rodriguez did a little bit of everything, passed, rushed, and even received. And now he takes over full-time reins at the starting quarterback position, and he'll be the spark plug of this offense. He'll look to get to playmakers like Robert Perez and Dante Flores, while linemen R.J. Rivera and Oscar Martinez anchor the fight in the trenches. They know they'll face a monumental task tonight. We'll take ourselves a short break, and when we come back, talk a little bit about the home team, the Brownsville Veteran Chargers.
Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Fiber, this is our home. Take a look at home entry.
Veterans Memorial Chargers under coach J.C. Ramirez have become one of the RGV's elite, with their sights set firmly on a deep run in the 5A Texas playoffs. Their identity is no secret. It's an old school smash mouth and brutally effective. They are going to run the football, and they just dare the people in front of them to try to stop them. The engine of that attack is their human bulldozer at fullback, Cesar Belmontes. Through just 2 games, he's averaging an incredible 168 yards per game and has already found the end zone 7 times. But he's not alone. Don't forget about Calvin Trevion. He provides the other half of a thunderous 1-2 punch, averaging over 100 yards himself. Junior quarterback Jake Science is the cool-headed distributor whose job is to feed those monsters. And then on defense, keep an eye out for Yandel Pineda. He's been absolutely a wrecking ball on the defensive side, leading the team in both tackles and sacks. 2 teams, 2 different stories, 1 common goal tonight. Leave the field better than they were last week. The undefeated powerhouse and the hungry underdog. Kickoff is just around the corner. We're RSL Networks. We'll be back after this.
Sames McAllen Ford is giving you huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Take $15,000 off MSRP on a 2025 Ford F-150 XLT. Get low rates and no payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at SamesMcAllenFord.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
Hey Vaqueros fans, I'm Janelle Tanguma.
And I'm Blake Collin. Join us live for every UTRGV home football game for our pregame kickoff show, Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
We're bringing you live coverage, special guests, and fan energy leading up to kickoff.
History will be made right here at Vaquer Stadium on August 30th.
We'll see you at Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
V's up.
Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta is sponsored by the Bert Ogden Auto Group.
At Bert Ogden Ford.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Real Sports Live Networks here at Veterans Memorial Stadium as we get ready for kickoff here in a few short minutes and maybe a few short seconds. Before our break there, we had a little pregame breakdown of both teams. And let's talk a little bit more about what's to come for both of these teams as we look at their district schedules. We look at their schedules all together. So as we talked about the Rio Grande City Rattlers, they're here tonight to compete. And it's critical to understand that there's a larger picture for what this program is facing. This game tonight against Veterans isn't just another non-district matchup for them. It's a final tune-up, the last dress rehearsal before they step into an absolute buzzsaw. The Rattlers compete in District 16 5A Division I. And folks, you can make a strong argument that is one of the most difficult, top-to-bottom, unforgiving districts in the entire Rio Grande Valley. It's a shark tank filled with perennial 5A powerhouses. You're talking about some of the titans of the RGVs, Edinburgh Villa, McAllen Memorial, and McAllen High. But the gauntlet doesn't stop there. There is no nights off. You have to navigate a minefield of tough, well-coached teams in Mission, Nicky Rowe, Juarez Lincoln, and La Jolla Palmview. Palmview is 2-0 to start their season, so we never know what's going to happen in that district over there. Every night is going to be a dogfight. So for a program that's still searching for its first win of this season after going 0-2, With losses to Roma and Sherryland Pioneer, the challenge is monumental, and it starts immediately. This game tonight is their last chance to get things done right, because their district opener, as tough as it gets, is a road trip to one of those powerhouses in their district, McCalla Memorial. It is without a doubt going to be an uphill battle for Coach Gonzalez and his team. But you talk to these kids, and they're hungry. They're tired of being counted out, and they're ready to prove they can compete. As for the Brownsville Veteran Memorial Program, we're talking about a road that wants to go to championships. Because to understand their ambition, you have to understand the battlefield that they're going to compete on. They play in District 16, 6A, and folks, this is a heavyweight division of the RGV football. It's a district stripped and steeped in tradition, a place where championships are earned through fire. For years, this district has been the domain of the Bloodhounds and the legendary programs like Harlingen High and San Benito. They have been the standard bearers of the kings of this mountain. But a new guard is rising, and you can put these Brownsville Veteran Chargers along with powerful Los Fresnos right up top of that list of challengers looking to seize this crown. And if you're wondering if Coach Ramirez's squad is ready to make that leap from contender to champion, just look at how they've handled the start of this grueling 6-game non-district schedule. They haven't just won, they've made big statements. A 49-0 demolition of PSG Memorial, a 56-31 dismantling of St. Joe. This is a team that is already firing on all cylinders. The gauntlet continues, though. After tonight's matchup, they'll have to navigate through tough tests against Laredo Alexander, PSJA, and Sherryland Pioneer. The goal is to be battle-hardened because this district schedule is a murderer's row. And how about this for a district opener? They'll have to prove their mettle right away in a massive showdown with Harlingen High. That will be a tone setter. And you can go ahead and get your red pin out and circle October 24th on the calendar right now. That's the night that the Chargers will travel to face the Los Fresnos Falcons in a game that could very well decide who takes home the district title. For this Brownsville veteran group, the goal is clear. It's not just about making the playoffs, it's to win a championship. The road is not easy, but the team believes their time is now. Once again, this is RSL Networks. We'll be back with the kickoff of tonight's game.
There's no appointment necessary and no waiting. Our factory-trained technicians and genuine Ford parts keep your Ford running like new. Bert Ogden Ford in Lyford. Service with confidence you can count on.
Dale gas!
Take advantage of big savings now and drive a new Equinox for $299 per month during Truck Month.
We shop the competition so you don't have to here at Bert Ogden Chevrolet in Mission.
Official sponsor of UT RGV football.
Dale gas!
This summer, it's time to go outside and get some air. Explore a pirate ship. Or go horseback riding on the beach. And you can't forget about all the fun on the bay. South Padre Island has so much to do for the whole family. Book your summer getaway today. Visit SoPadre.com.
ladies and gentlemen. Kickoff goes over to the Chargers. And we are ready to rock and roll. Here in Brownsville, Texas, turned out to be a beautiful evening. Looks of rain out to the west of us as dark clouds and skies out that way, but we're smooth sailings here. And here goes the first play of the game, and that's right up the gut and right off the middle. He's got a big, big room to run. Still on his feet and crosses over. Ross is over the 50-yard line, and a big gain to start the day by Cesar Belmontes.
And I've got my plan. I say lob it to Ryan.
Belmontes with the carry again. This time, not much there. Might have picked up about one. So Belmontes starts this game off with a big run, about 40 yards. Takes a nice little give and go. Had plenty of room up the middle. Signs under center. We got people moving all over the place, waiting for that flag. The flag does come out, but play is dead. And just a broken up play. Signs was hoping to get a whistle there. Didn't get any help. Kind of had to save himself. And that's going to take the Chargers back. Not the direction that Coach Ramirez would have wanted. It's going to be an illegal motion on the Chargers, taking them back. So now looking at a 3rd and 16, trying to keep this play, this drive alive. And there it is, once again, giving a Trevillon. He's still going, and he looks like he's going to break away all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. Calvin Trevillon gets the touchdown and start this game off on the right foot for the Chargers. Trevillon, big run. Let's take a look at that one again. Trevillon shows off his breakaway speed, and that's exactly what he did. Found a hole, and there was no stopping him. Chargers up 7-0. This is RSL Networks. We'll be back after this.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central app. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, and original content. Valley Central Plus, now streaming on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Out of that Charger touchdown. And that's exactly what the Chargers are going to do. They're going to pound that ball, and they're going to just leave it in the hands of their backs, and they've got some tremendous backs. Doing big things this season and already doing big things here tonight. Booming kick. Well, this one can be run. And here come the Rattlers. Ball looks like it might have been on the field, but let's see what the... And that's going to go back to the Chargers. Chargers get the turnover. Robert Bettis thought he was down. be an argument that he was downed already, but officials say that he let go of the ball before he was completely down, and that's good ball. That ball's going to go over to the Chargers. So Chargers find themselves in great field position on the Rattler 25. This is dangerous territory here. Ball handed off inside and off and running. 10-5, touchdown Chargers. Cesar Belmontes makes that one look a little too easy as he walked that touchdown in. 25-yard touchdown run by Cesar Belmontes. Extra point up, and it's good. So a 14-0 ball game. Still here in the first. This is Real Sports Live Network. We'll be back after this.
Graduation time. Time to make some decisions. What's next? Can I afford to continue my education? What are my options? At Brownsville ISD Career and Technical Education, you can graduate from high school with a certificate and or license ready to go to work, debt-free. We have a wide range of programs for every student ranging from audiovisual, law enforcement, STEM robotics, electrical, welding, pharmacy, patient care tech, and many more to choose from. That's why Brownsville ISD is the best choice.
So 2 touchdowns powered in by the Chargers, one by Calvin Trevelyan, and the second by Cesar Belmontes, as Belmontes continues to add to the stats. Now here come the Rattlers. Big hit. Dante Flores gets the ball, but hit immediately and hit hard by Trevelyan. So now we'll get ourselves a chance to take a look at the Rattler offense. Rattlers come out in a trips left formation. DeAndre Rodriguez with the handoff, met and stuffed by the Chargers. A.J. Garcia credited with the tackle here. Charger defense has been awfully stingy in the first 2 weeks of play. I don't think they want to give up much here tonight either. Rattler's going to try to make something happen as they spread this one out. Rodriguez in the shotgun looks back over, see if the play call changes any. They audible, sure enough. Some movement there before the snap. This is going to take the Rattlers back. So they called in the audible, but once that was called in, the snap count was just a bit off. So that takes the Rattlers back 5, 2nd and 15 now. The Rattlers' goal tonight was just to be better than they were last week. And so far, they're trying to find that. Rodriguez goes deep, and that ball is bounced and broken up. Rodriguez didn't quite have the right grip on that one, as you saw the ball kind of wobbly in the air. So now looking at a 3rd and long. Rodriguez dropping back. He looks down. He finds himself a receiver wide open. It's complete. And nice pitch and catch there. Robert Bettis on the receiving end, and that's one of the guys that Rodriguez wants to get the ball to. You got Bettis and Flores, and they found a little something there. That's a big-time play on that 3rd and long. Going to keep it on the ground this time. Ball handed off to Rodrigo Uribe. Uribe gets a couple there. So Uribe might have got back to the original line of scrimmage, so now looking at a 2nd and 10. Rodriguez with Iguia in the backfield with him. There is the throw and broken up, nicely done in red there by Eric Gallegos as he was able to break up that pass. Rattlers O-line is giving Rodriguez plenty of time to get that ball off, so good job by the Rattler offensive line, just trying to get the timing down now and make things happen. Here's a 3rd and 10, and that ball's caught. Extra effort there, picks up the Rattler 1st down and more. JoJo Hernandez with a nice yard after catch run, giving the Rattlers some sign of life, and that's the 2nd 3rd down conversion that they've hit tonight, and that's plus. I mean, that's definitely a positive for the Rattlers to help their confidence. And for the Chargers, come on, guys, we're taking care of business on 1st and 2nd, then we're giving up the 3rd and long. Rodriguez with a snap, keeps it himself, rolls out, and it's caught. Robert Bettis able to scoop underneath and pick up the catch. Second and 5 now. Rodriguez once again play action. He tries to scramble outside. He's under some heavy pressure. He's able to get rid of it. Gets over to JoJo Hernandez. And a nice little makeshift play there by Rodriguez. He was under some heavy pressure on the run and then kind of shuffles it over to JoJo. JoJo able to pick up some good yards, and now they're at a 3rd and 1. Looks like they want to talk some things over here. Going to be a timeout. Rattlers. This is Real Sports Live Networks. We'll be back after this.
Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on Sunny Glen and the services we offer, please visit us at www.sunnyglen.org.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get $8,000 off MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 STX and 3.9% for 72 months. Payne Rio Grande City Ford and Payne West Laco Ford.
V's up regardless.
And we're back here as Iguia keeps chopping those legs and picks up the Rattler first down. What a tough effort by Ugia. And that's just heart. Rattlers now with a fresh set of downs. Rodriguez drops back under some heavy pressure, escapes out to the left, trying to get away. Throws this one out. Pressure was coming from all angles there, as Rodriguez did the best he could to get that out before things got dangerous. Thank you. Second and 10 now. They spread out the field. Rodriguez, ball underthrown. Rodriguez trying to find Uribe. Looks like. Check that again. That was Alex Garcia trying to get the ball to. Just underthrown, couldn't quite get underneath it. Now a third down. There's Rodriguez. He's going to scramble on that play action, looking deep down the field. Overthrown, just missed. Had the look, had the call, just could not bring that ball in. Nicely drawn up play there by the Rattlers. The throw was right on the money. Just couldn't reel it in. So definitely seeing some good things out of the Rattler offense here, and that's a plus for Coach Gonzalez, as he'll just continue to build on that. Say, hey, it's okay, guys. You know, we may not have capitalized on that one, but we're only getting better. And they're going to go for it on this 4th and 10. They said, why not? Ball's a dart, but broken up in the backfield by Victor Olvera, and it's going to be turned over on downs now. You know, Coach Gonzalez said, we really don't have anything to lose. You know, we're too far for a field goal. We're a punt. We're going to just over punt this and get it back in there. Let's go for it. What do we got to lose? Ball's going to be on the 30 anyway if we don't get that conversion. Chargers been successful on their last drives with some rushing touchdowns by Trevelyan and Belmontes, and they're going to continue to ride this out, but this time stuffed. Belmontes had nowhere to go here. Vicente Rodriguez on that D-line for the Rattlers brings down Belmontes. Some tough yards there by Belmontes as they keep it on the ground. Rattlers running a 4-3 defense here. Here come the Chargers. Rattlers jump all over that one. Rini Fuentes does a great job bringing Belmontes down, not giving up much. So now a 4th and 5. Chargers gonna elect to punt this one away. So Rattler D does their job on this drive. Holds the Chargers at bay. Booming punt, takes a high bounce and a nice roll. And goes all the way to about the 11-yard line. Nicely done. We're going to take another look now as we come in. In comes the Rattler offense, who put together a nice little drive. They had some big 3rd down conversions there on their last drive, as Rodriguez was able to find some of his receivers like Robert Pettis and Jojo Hernandez. Even had some Iguia action there. And they had an opportunity to score. The ball thrown up there, receiver open in the end zone. They just couldn't reel it in. So let's see what the Rattlers are going to come out with on this drive. Rodriguez out with the pitch. Jojo Hernandez once again gets the call on that one. Picks up a nice 5 to 6 yard catch and run. Here comes. We had some movement before the snap, but that ball kept going. So, you know, you get those plays like that, and it's dangerous. You don't know whether to keep going, whether to stop. You just play until you hear the whistle. As a coach, that's what you say. Play until you hear a whistle. Don't just stop. Is when you stop is when something can happen. Someone can get hurt because other players aren't going to stop till they hear the whistle. So that's going to give the Rattlers a 1st and 10. As they come back out with a trips right formation. Rodriguez with a lone back, and that ball's handed off inside. And plenty of room to run. Gets another 12 to 13 yards there. Iguia with a nice little run. Credit his O-line for making those holes up front. So Iguia picks up the 1st down. Ball goes to the Rattlers 40. Rodriguez calls his own number. Picks up a nice little run there of about 8 to 9 yards. Nice little slide. Make sure he takes care of himself and not give himself up to a big hit. And the Rattlers offense, you know, they've been moving the ball, moving the chains here. Now let's see if they can do something to make it count. Back out to that little pitch out. Nice little move there. Picks up the 1st. Just that little hitch route. Saw that one earlier too, and it's been a successful play for them. Rattler 1st down. Looks like they're going to run this time out and in the first half, the first quarter of play here. Chargers up 14-0. This is RSL Networks. We'll be back after this.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central app. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, and original content. Valley Central Plus, now streaming on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Shop Bert Ogden Cadillac and select from the largest inventory of luxury vehicles in the Valley. Elevate your style when you choose from more than 200 new cars and SUVs available today. This is where legends are made and what they drive. Bert Ogden Cadillac in Edinburgh.
All right, back to the game now. Second quarter, 14-0, but here come the Rattlers as they're trying to put together a little drive. And as I've said before, they've been putting together some nice plays. You know, they're not just laying down and not producing. They've had some positive yards. They've had some big plays. And the offense has been looking good, just trying to get it to where it counts and get it in that end zone. Rodriguez, here's the screen, has lots of room, follows his blockers, bit to that outside. He looks like he's going to break free at the 10, the 5, touchdown Rattlers. Roberto Perez with the big run, putting the Rattlers up on the board. I was just saying how they've been putting together some nice offensive plays. It was just a matter of time before they got one for the big payday. And there it was, Robert Perez. Extra point up. Tipped, but it's good. – 14-7 game now. Perez puts the Rattlers on the board. This is Real Sports Live Network. We'll be back.
There is always news happening in the Valley. When you see it, share it to Valley Central. See a fire? Share it. See a wreck? Share it. See crime or corruption? Share it. Be part of the Valley Central team. If you see it, share it.
All right, welcome back to Brownsville Veterans Memorial Stadium. We've got ourselves what could be a game now, as the Rattlers have put themselves back into the game. Chargers start off this game hot, going 2 touchdowns right off the bat, one by Trevelyan, the other by Belmontes. And as you started to see the Rattlers making some plays here, they finally got one for the payday as Robert Perez gets himself in the end zone, cutting down the lead to a touchdown. But here come the Chargers. Lots of room to run. Trevelyan stopped by a shoestring tackle. If not, woo, he could have had himself about a 90-yard return for a touchdown. But the Rattlers came up and were able to trip him up before he can get anything more. But he does get up to about the 40, the 41, which puts the Chargers in pretty decent field position. Belmontes in the backfield. Ball handed off to Belmontes, and a slew of Rattlers in on that tackle there. Martinez. in on that tackle action, making sure Belmontes doesn't pick up any more than he's allowed to. Tell you what, to bring Belmontes down, you can't just hit. You have to wrap. You got to wrap, and you got to, really get your arms around him and make sure you get down. And here's a little trickery, little option play, run out of bounds there, not picked up much. Maddox Bond gets in on that action. So now looking at a 3rd and 14. This will be a big 3rd down here for the Chargers. See if they can get through this. Looking down the field, has a man. Interception by the Rattlers. Ball was intended for Cisneros. And then picked off by the Rattlers. Big play on the defensive side of the ball for the Rattlers. So Rattlers' Dante Flores gets the interception, giving the ball back to the Rattlers, and that's a big-time play as the Rattlers are going to try to ride that momentum. Rattlers get taken down for a tackle for a loss on that first play there. Rodriguez drops back, has his man, it's caught. Trying to keep on his feet there, but brought down Alec Garcia. Garcia wasn't able to pick up much, so it might be a 3rd and 11. Look like coaches want to look things over. Coach Gonzalez saw something that he might want to expose or something he needed to change because they feel like he didn't have the advantage. This is Real Sports Live Network. We'll be back after this.
There's no place like Sherryland ISD returning students need to district work here, learn here, or tuition-based enrollment. Register now. Call 956-584-6408. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central Plus app. Download it today. Streaming now on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source. Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download.
Coming back after that timeout. Intercepted by the Chargers this time. As Rodriguez dropped back, and they wanted to look long, but it was too long to where the Chargers were able to jump right in front of it for the pick. Let's see if we got that one. So coming right out of that commercial break, we were able to catch that one as Diego Benavides gets the interception for the Chargers. Chargers now with a 2nd and 11. There's the toss out to the right. Still on his feet, has some room to run. Finally taken down with the ball, is put on the floor. And let's see what the officials call a turnover. Maddox Bond had the nice toss out to the right, then got a little bit of contact, and that ball slips right out, giving the Rattlers the ball right back. Interception, turnover. Fumble, turnover. Now, what team is going to be able to take advantage of the turnovers? Put one up, get some points on the board. So here come the Rattlers. Let's see. Let's take a look at that turnover here. Rodriguez coming back out after that interception. Grateful for his defense for picking up that big turnover to get him the ball back. And you know, I feel like he's the kind of guy that's going to see, like, okay, I get my next chance. Here we go. Got the ball back. My boys had my back. They got the ball back for me, so let me show them what I can do now. Come back. Rodriguez calls his own number, and it looks like it's enough to get him and the Rattlers a first down. You know, being a quarterback is almost like being a pitcher. You know, in baseball, you got to have that pitcher mentality. You're going to throw strikes, you're going to throw balls, you're going to throw some in the dirt, you're going to have, you know, it's next pitch, you know, next pitch mentality. Same thing here as a quarterback. You throw an interception, hey, let it go. Let it go, next pass mentality. So it's going to be fun to watch Rodriguez go through those and grow through those. Time out here. This is Real Sports Live Network. We'll be back.
Sames McAllen Ford is giving you huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Take 15 grand off MSRP on a 2025 Ford F-150 XLT. Get low rates and no payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at SamesMcAllenFord.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
Out of that timeout, see if the Rattlers get what they wanted together to make something happen here on this first down. Big hit to bring down Uribe. Uribe had himself a huge hole over here on this left side, and in came Demi Garcia to stuff and close that hole up quickly. So nice little open field tackle by Garcia as he does his job. Rodriguez takes a look at his targets, still looking for one. Found, it looks like it's going to be incomplete. Bettis was the intended receiver. Just a little too high for him to get to. Couldn't climb the ladder on that one. So now a 3rd and 9 for the Rattlers. Rodriguez, spread formation. That one just sails out of his hands. Looks like he was looking for Hernandez there, but it just slips out of his hands as that was a, very high thrown ball for Hernandez. And sometimes that happens, that ball just slips out. But this is going to give the Chargers the ball back. And you never know, Chargers going to get the ball back and try to march it down. As we're about 6 minutes left here in the first half of play, 14-7 game. Rattlers hoping for a little bit more on that bounce, but that ball stops dead. And here come the Chargers. Chargers offense has been stopped the last couple of drives. They're hoping to get something going here as the Rattler defense has shown up after giving up 2 early touchdowns. Trevelyan gets the call, and he has plenty of room to run with nice blocks. He's past the 30, the 25, the 20. He's going all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. Trevelyan finds the seam and does the rest on his own on a 62-yard touchdown run. So another home run play for the Chargers as Trevelyan picks up the long run for the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. It's up, and it's good. 21-7 ball game here in Brownsville. This is Real Sports Life Network. We'll be back after this.
Inside Valley Politics, a fresh perspective on Valley, state, and national political issues. Join us as we feature in-depth interviews and original, unbiased reporting on topics important to you. Sunday at 6:30 a.m. on NBC 23.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Coming out of that Trevelyan touchdown, Chargers up 21-7. Rattlers gonna try to come back here, tries to take it outside, but run out of bounds. Dante Flores. So out come the Rattlers. They're down 2 touchdowns now. Trying to see if they can get something going here before the half. Rodriguez hands this one off inside. Not much to gain there. Scores going around the Valley. Mission Vets 16, PSJA High 0. Los Fresnos up big, 28-0 on United South. Stuffed at the line by Uguia. And looking at a third down now. San Antonio Johnson 14, McAllen Memorial 0. So a couple games going on tonight. And we're carrying a couple here on Real Sports Live Networks. Of course, we're here, Brownsville Veterans. And we got another one going on at Sports Park as Brownsville Lopez is hosting Palmview. Rattlers get the completion here, but it's not enough for the first down. Tomorrow we'll have a bevy of games on the RSL networks. Talk a little bit about some of those games going on tomorrow for Friday night. We're going to have Edinburgh Vela and Harlingen, McAllen at Couch Elsa, Mercedes in McAllen, Nicky Rowe, Brownsville Pace in La Jolla, Santa Rosa, La Villa, Mission, Sherryland, Donna, Westico East. We'll have Sherryland Pioneer in Edinburgh North, and then Corpus Christi Carroll and St. Joe Academy. So we will have plenty of games on tomorrow night on our RSL networks. Also partnering with Valley Central, Channel 4. Keep an eye out for our streams. So punting team comes out for the Rattlers. Trying to build that wall, and there is one. Has one man to beat, still on his feet. And hit hard down at that end. Tyson Rios with a nice return. And that's going to set up the Chargers in nice field position with a ball on the Rattler 15. And with backs like Trevelyan and Belmontes, this is dangerous territory. Rattlers will definitely have to step up here and make some consecutive stops. There's Belmontes, and there's stop number 1. Chargers line, hustle to the line of scrimmage. There's that toss out to the left. Belmontes gets that, cuts back inside, stays on his feet. Touchdown Chargers. Belmontes punches that one in. Stays on his feet and says, I will not be denied. Chargers extend the lead now, up 27-7. Extra point is up, and it's good. 28-7 game now. This is Real Sports Live Network. We'll be back.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central app. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, and original content. Valley Central Plus, now streaming on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a display we've seen tonight by the Chargers running game. Trevelyan and Belmontes putting on a fine show here in the first half of play. Rattlers now trying to get their groove back as they had put together a nice little series of downs there. And just kind of came to a stop here as, you know, maybe the Charger defense made the adjustments that they needed to make defensively. And now the Rattlers are going to try to answer back. We got about a little under about 2.5 minutes left here in the quarter and in the half. As I'm sure the Rattlers would love to put one up before halftime. Rodriguez looks out, there's that little hitch pass, and he tries to bring it around right back up to the middle of the field. It's Daniel Reyna. So Reyna tries to get creative and tries to counter back, but too many Chargers there to really make anything happen. Timeout. This is Real Sports Live Network. We'll be back.
There's always news happening in the Valley. When you see it, share it to Valley Central. See a fire? Share it. See a wreck? Share it. See crime or corruption? Share it. Be part of the Valley Central team. If you see it, share it.
Welcome back. Coming out of the timeout, Rattler ball here as the Rattlers trying to find their way down the field. And there's a little life. Nice little move, gets up to the middle and gets across the 35. Flores showing what he can do. Flores seems to be a playmaker, and I'm sure Coach Gonzalez is trying to get him more involved in the offense. Rattlers in that trips left as they decide to go the other way with Rodriguez. Rodriguez pulls it, and he has some room. Nice little run by Rodriguez as he gets over the 50. But Rodriguez looking a little slow to get up. But he's going to put it all out there as he hobbles back to the huddle. But looks like Coach Gonzalez wants to call a timeout, make sure that his signal caller is okay. This is Real Sports Live Network. We'll be back after this break.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What?
It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $36,000 to $995 or $26,000 to $995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne Westlaco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
V's up regardless.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get $8,000 off MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 STX and 3.9% for 72 months. Payne Rio Grande City Ford and Payne Westlaco Ford.
V's up regardless.
Back to the action here. And they call once again. Chargers now want to call a timeout. And we're about the 2-minute mark, a little bit under 2 minutes left in this first half. And we've seen some good things from both sides. But, you know, the biggest difference is Chargers are punching it in. Their running back tandem of Belmontes and Trevelyan have just shown up, and you know they get those runs and they get those breakaways, and it's 6. The Rattlers have put together a string of good plays, but just haven't done enough to get into the end zone, and that's really the big difference. Charger defense stepping up, and the Rattler offense just not executing when they need it to. But there's a lot of things that are being cleaned up here. And that's what this game is for. This is, you know, non-district ball game. You just get after it and you get better every day and every play. Rodriguez finds his man, picks up the first down. So nice play there. Alex Garcia with the reception. Keeps those chains moving. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Rattlers aren't just laying down. I mean, they're producing. They're getting some big plays and some big gains. But now, right here in the red zone area, this is where they need to capitalize. This is where they need to get things going here. Rodriguez, and he does. Nice catch. That's Pettis. But Pettis, the ball comes out of Pettis' hands. And we've got ourselves a dog pile. As Brownsville Vets gets the possession. So Rattlers get the big play. They just couldn't keep it in their hands as the ball comes out, falls to the floor, and Chargers able to jump on top of it. It's the kind of thing that Coach Rosales knows, you know, his team's going to have to clean up. If they're going to be successful at any time this year, that's the stuff that they need to clean up. Here comes Vermillion, following his big blocker, stays on his feet, and that ball's on the floor. Ball stripped out of the arms of Vermillion. And Rattlers get the ball right back. It's about the 4th time that we've seen the ball on the floor. Some of these guys will probably blame the humidity tonight. The ball's a little slippery, Coach. No excuses, gentlemen, no excuses. Get that ball and hold it tight, wrap it up. So Rattler's going to have the ball back in good field position. Ball in the 20 with about a minute left here in this first half. Let's see if they can do something here. Ball handed off inside and stopped immediately by the Chargers. Nicely read there. Rini Chavez Take that back. Dante Flores tries to get it going, but nicely read by the Charger D. Clock keeps ticking. Rattlers going to have to get something here. There's Rodriguez. He gets hit, but it's caught. Complete to Robert Pettis. Pettis on that inside slant. First and goal, ball on the 10. Rattlers keep it going. Spread out, Rodriguez now off to his right. Sees somebody, ball's tipped and broken up. Second and goal now. Ball on the Charger 10. Rattlers. March and man in motion. Rodriguez rolls out to his left. Has a man, is caught. Let's see if it's complete or not. And that's going to be complete. Ball now on the 3. Rodriguez waiting for his call now, and here come the Rattlers trying to get it punched in before the end of this half. Still in the spread, man in motion coming over to his right. Rodriguez rolls out to his right. He sees somebody up the middle. Ball looks like it was thrown, looked a little low, but let's see if he was able to catch. Still looking for the official call. And I believe it was a touchdown. We didn't really see an official call. Unless it was incomplete and this is the field goal. We're all just kind of baffled right now trying to figure it out. But the kick is up, and it is good. So it is a touchdown. Robert Pettis puts that one in, and we're sorry about that little confusion there, but you know, we didn't see a signal from the officials. So everybody up here in the box is trying to figure it out. But it was a touchdown for the Rattlers. Robert Pettis with his second touchdown in this quarter alone. So once again, just an interesting turn of events there. You know, Rodriguez got that pass off, but looked low, and Robert Pettis was able to scoop under it, and we were all kind of looking to see what the call was. And as we're all looking around, there might have been one official that called a touchdown, but we kind of waited for anybody else to really make any reactions to it. And then quickly they brought on the kicking team. So we were thinking maybe, okay, well, they didn't get it. It was going to be a field goal attempt. It ends up being an extra point. So Rattlers making things happen on that series, cutting down this lead. And they're not just going to lie down. They're going to compete, and they're going to try to make things happen this whole game. And it looks like we're going to run the clock in this first half of football here in Brownsville. Get ready for our halftime. So halftime here in Brownsville at Veteran Memorial Stadium. And we got ourselves a 28-14 ball game. And it's been a good game. You know, coming into here, you look at records, you look at things that have happened in the past, you're going to think that you're coming into a ball game that's going to be all Chargers. And don't get me wrong, the Chargers have come, and they've brought what they bring in their running game. Trevelyan and Belmontes, 2 touchdowns each. Their run game has been tremendous today. But the heart of the Rattlers, keeping them in there. Rattlers offense is looking very good, you know, and I've told you, in between the 30s, they are moving the ball. It just got into those red zones where they've sputtered. They've had some missed opportunities to score, and then they finally got in there. Robert Bettis showing his ability. DeAndre Rodriguez doing a great job at the quarterback position for the Rattlers. And Coach Gonzalez knows, hey, I've got guys. I've got playmakers. I got a group that can really play ball here. We just need to execute. So great game so far. This is our halftime right now going on. We'll be back. Take a look at some things after a bit. Maybe look at some scores. Throw some highlights from the first half. This is Real Sports Live Networks. We'll be back.
Time to take a new look, maybe your first look at Buick. If smart, hip, and affordable is for you, Buick's your brand. For your Buick, Brownsville, Texas.
CBS 4 News, bringing you the most SpaceX coverage with our exclusive partnership with Land Padre Space Channel. Weekly updates, live cameras from Starbase, and live coverage from SpaceX launches. CBS 4 News, your Space Coast station, working for you.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
Sames McAllen Ford is giving you huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Take 15 grand off MSRP on a 2025 Ford F-150 XLT. Get low rates and no payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at SamesMcAllenFord.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
Sunny Glen Children's Home has provided a place of hope for every child since 1936. If you'd like more information on Sunny Glen and the services we offer, please visit us at www.sunnyglen.org.
At Marine Military Academy, we educate those who dare to achieve. Those eager to control their future before it controls them. Those who can follow a path so they can eventually make their own. Those ready to join in order to stand out. Welcome to MMA, forging tomorrow's leaders.
Here in Brownsville at the half, Chargers up 28-14, and it's been a game. Let me tell you, it's been a good game as both offenses have come out to play. Defensive trying to be stout. The Chargers open up, first two drive, boom, boom. Trevelyan punches it in on a 40-yard touchdown run. Their next series, Belmontes, boom, with a 25-yard touchdown run. Go up 14-0. Charger defense shut out the Rattlers in the first, but then it took a little bit to get things going in the second for the Chargers. But once they did, they hit, and they hit it big. Trevelyan had a 62 touchdown run, and Belmontes a 15-yard touchdown run. But this is when the Rattlers decided, hey, let's go, boys. Let's make things happen. And they were executing. Robert Bettis puts up a touchdown. And then a little bit later on before halftime, Robert Bettis scoops a low ball to make it 28-14 here in Brownsville. It's been a great game. I want to show some highlights of the first half. Turned out to be a beautiful evening. Looks of rain out to the west of us as dark clouds and skies out that way, but we're smooth sailings here. And here goes the first play of the game, and that's right up the gut and right off the middle. He's got a big room to run, still on his feet, and crosses over. This game off with a big run, about 40 yards, takes a nice little give and go, had plenty of room up the middle. Signs under center. We got people moving all over the place, waiting for that flag. The flag does come out, but play is different. And there it is, once again, it's given to Trevelyan. He's still going, and he looks like he's gonna break away all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. Booming kick. Well, this one can be run. And here come the Rattlers. Ball looks like it might have found themselves in great field position on the Rattler 25. This is dangerous territory here. Ball handed off inside and off and running. 10-5, touchdown. So 2 touchdowns powered in by the Chargers, one by Calvin Trevelyan, and the second by Cesar Belmontes, as Belmontes continues to add to the stats. Now here come the Rattlers. Big hit. Rodriguez dropping back. He looks down. He finds himself a receiver wide open. It's complete. And nice. Plenty of time to get that ball off. So good job by the Rattler offensive line. Just trying to get the timing down now and make things happen. Here's a 3rd and 10. And that ball's caught. Extra effort there. Picks up the Rattler first down and more. And for the Chargers, come on, guys. We're taking care of business on 1st and 2nd. Then we're giving up the 3rd and long. Rodriguez with a snap, keeps it himself. Rolls out and it's caught. Second and 5 now. Rodriguez once again play action. He tries to scramble outside. He's under some heavy pressure. He's able to get rid of it. Gets over to JoJo. Rattlers running a 4-3 defense here. Here come the Chargers. As they come back out with a trips right formation. Rodriguez with a lone back, and that ball's handed off inside, and plenty of room to run. Gets another 12 to 13 yards there. Out. Back out to that little pitch out. Nice little move there. Picks up the first. Rodriguez, here's the screen. Has lots of room. Follows his blockers. Bit to that outside. He looks like he's going to break free at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Rattlers. And as you started to see the Rattlers making some plays here, they finally got one for the payday as Robert Bettis gets himself in the end zone, cutting down the lead to a touchdown. But here come the Chargers. Lots of room to run. This will be a big third down here for the Chargers. See if they can get through this. Looking down the field, has a man. Interception by the Rattlers.
No subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source, Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download.
Coming back after that timeout. Intercepted by the Chargers this time. Chargers now with a 2nd and 11. There's the toss out to the right. Still on his feet. Has some room to run. Finally taken down with the ball. It's put on the floor. All right, out of that timeout. See if the Rattlers get what they wanted together to make something happen here on this first down. Big hit. Trevelyan gets the call, and he has plenty of room to run with nice blocks. He's past the 30, the 25, the 20. He's going all the way. Touchdown. So punting team comes out for the Rattlers. Trying to build that wall, and there is one. Has one man to beat, still on his feet. And Chargers line, hustle to the line of scrimmage. There's that toss out to the left. Belmontes gets that, cuts back inside, stays on his feet. Touchdown, Chargers.
Share it.
Welcome back. Coming out of the timeout, Rattler ball here as the Rattlers trying to find their way down the field. And there's a little life. Nice little move, gets up to the middle and gets across the 35. Rattlers in that trips left as they decide to go the other way with Rodriguez. Rodriguez pulls it, and he has some room. Nice little run. But there's a lot of things that are being cleaned up here. And that's what this game is for. This is, non-district ball game. You just get after it, and you get better every day and every play. Rodriguez finds his man, picks up the first down. Aren't just laying down. I mean, they're producing. They're getting some big plays and some big games. But now, right here in the red zone area, this is where they need to capitalize. This is where they need to get things going here. Rodriguez, and he does. Nice catch. That's Bettis. But Bettis It's the kind of thing that Coach Gonzalez knows, his team's going to have to clean up. If they're going to be successful at any time this year, that's the stuff that they need to clean up. Here comes Vermillion, following his big blocker, stays on his feet, and that ball's on the floor. Rini Chavez, take that back. Dante Flores tries to get it going, but nicely read by the Charger D. Clock keeps ticking. Rattlers going to have to get something here. There's Rodriguez. He gets hit, but it's caught. Complete to Robert Perez. Turned out to be a beautiful evening. Look. Welcome back to Brownsville here at Veterans Memorial Stadium as we have ourselves a great game going on. It's halftime with about 12 minutes left in the halftime. We just saw, the highlights, and there's been plenty. There have been plenty of highlights, big plays within the 30s, and then finally able to punch it in a few. We got Trevelyan, we got Belmontes doing big things for the Chargers. We have Robert Perez emerging as a star for the Rattlers, and just good things being seen here. And two teams just trying to get better in every series that they go out there. And it's been nice to see the Rattlers, coming in against a team like Brownsville Veterans, a traditionally strong team. That could be a little intimidating, but the Rattlers have come in and they say, hey, they put on their pants the same way we do, one leg at a time. And so they're coming out and they're competing. And you could probably credit Coach Gonzalez and his crew for doing that. As for the Chargers, they're going to continue to steamroll. They're going to come back out and they're going to say, guys, it's 28-14. That's not where we wanted to be by halftime. I'm sure they wanted to be up 40-14. So they're going to come back out and they're going to be hungry. And I don't think they're going to be too happy. I feel like they're going to come out thunderous and they're going to bring it out and they're going to try to just make a statement here in the second half. So the Rattlers need to be ready for that and be ready to answer back if they do come out with the first punch. So that'll be fun to watch, see the adjustments that both teams are going to make. Coach Gonzalez and his defensive crew over there, defensive coordinator Roy Peña, he's just – it's in his mind is what can we do to slow down this run game? What can we do? How can we hit those holes? How can we, maybe put somebody just to really just man up on Trevelyan and Belmontes? But even if that happens, all it takes is one little inch of advantage, and these guys are off to the races. Trevelyan is showing breakaway speed, just great stuff. So a whole half of football left to play, more action to come, more highlights to be had, and we talked a little bit about this in our pregame. What's down the road for both of these teams? The Rio Grande City Rattlers, they know they're in a very tough district in that District 16-5A. You have the teams such as Vela, and you know how Vela is. If you're from the Rio Grande Valley, you already know the programs that come out of Vela. And right now, don't be fooled, Don't be fooled that they lost the game early this year, but they're going to come back and bounce back. You got the McAllen schools such as Memorial and High. Those guys are playing big ball here this year and looking to make big things happen. Right now in that group, though, La Jolla, Palmview, they've been coming up strong as well. So you guys, that's a very tough district to be part of, and it's just going to be a back-and-forth affair, and the Rattlers are just hoping to go in there and compete and maybe get a sneak in at the playoffs. If they can at least get a 4 seed, that would be huge for their program. But Coach Gonzalez knows that they're going to have to come and they're going to have to really bring their best. Veterans looking down the road too. Wow. You can talk about this district over and over again, guys. We have teams such as Harlingen, San Benito, Los Fresnos. Los Fresnos has just been the team to beat here on the east side of the valley this season so far. But don't count out Harlingen and San Benito. Their non-district season is built tough. San Benito playing the likes of Westlake and so on and so forth. Harlingen dropped a heartbreaker over to South, but South is no one to take lightly either. So you got some big ball coming up and in this district. as far as the non-district schedule, it's going to continue for Brownsville veterans. They're going to come up against Laredo Alexander, PSJA, Sherryland Pioneer, and then they'll have that first district showdown with Harlingen High. But I already know, looking down that schedule, everybody's looking at that game against Los Fresnos, and they think that that's going to be the game that's going to decide a lot, especially some championship-type caliber game there. But one game at a time, and I'm sure that's what Coach Ramirez is telling his boys. One game at a time. Let's get better every week. Let's work on what we need to work on, and we'll be ready when that time gets here. So this Real Sports Live Network, we'll be back after this. We got about 8 minutes left until the second half of football.
Ready to drive with confidence? Arroyo Driving School helps teens and adults become safe, skilled drivers. Our certified instructors teach the latest techniques to ensure you're prepared for any road. With quality vehicles and hands-on training, we give you the skills to drive responsibly. Get started today.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
At H-E-B, we have a great variety of quality meats. Whether you're planning a carne asada for the familia and amigos or a casual weeknight dinner for two, our H-E-B certified meat cutters will gladly customize your meat order with the best variety of cuts. H-E-B, here, everything's better.
The standard of excellence has always been Cadillac, so be iconic and drive one. Free your Cadillac, Brownsville, Texas.
This summer, it's time for mimosas and brunch with the girls. A beachside lunch with the kiddos. Delicious Bayside burgers. And world-famous fried shrimp with a cold one. South Padre Island has your breakfast, lunch, and dinner plans covered. Book your summer getaway today. Visit sopadre.com.
Vaqueros Nation, a new weekly show highlighting UTRGV athletics, an exclusive look at football, diving, golf, and more. Saddle up and join Vaqueros Nation, Saturday at 11:30 a.m. on CBS 4.
That's going to be a fumble recovered by the Cardinals.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central Plus app. Download it today. Streaming now on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source. Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download today.
driver, this is her home. Take a look at what we do.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to play professional soccer.
I want to play at Carnegie Hall.
At Brownsville ISD, dreams take shape with nationally recognized academic programs, championship athletics, and distinguished fine arts. Success isn't just a goal, it's our tradition. The best choice for your child's journey is Brownsville ISD.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $36,000 to $995, or $26,000 to $995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne Westlaco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
V's up regardless.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're a couple minutes away from kickoff of the second half of play here. 28-14 game, and it's been a good one, let me tell you. Like I said, we've seen good things from both sides of the field, and both teams just better than they were last week, I would say. And you could say, well, the Chargers aren't scoring as much as they did last week. Well, you know, maybe the Rattlers are playing a little bit tougher defense than the team they faced last week. So there's a lot of different things that could be going on here, but both teams are playing a great game. There's been some turnovers. I think that might be the biggest weakness that's happened for both these teams is they've put the ball on the floor too many times. We've seen a couple interceptions. We've seen about 4 fumbles here tonight. You know, so just keeping the ball to themselves and not giving the ball back would be a big difference in this game as well. So we've got some scores going on around the Valley here. We got Edinburgh High 7, Brownsville Hanna 0 at half. We got Mission Veterans 24, PSJA 0 at half. We got La Jolla Palmview 28, Brownsville Lopez 7. So we've got some good games going on around the Valley on this Thursday night, 9-11. Los Fresnos up 35. Laredo United South 0. And so plenty of games going on here. San Antonio Johnson 17, McAllen Memorial 3. So, but here we are at Brownsville Memorial, Veterans Memorial 28-14, getting ready for the second half of play. We'll be back. Real Sports Live Network's back here in Brownsville. People may be asking, hey, how can we get RSL Networks? Where can we find it? Well, real simple, guys. There's a couple different ways you guys can find RSL Networks. For one, look at our website, www.realsportslive.com. RSL Networks. You'll find us there with every game uploaded on there. You can download the app on your Apple phone, on your Android through Google Play. Look for RSL Network app. It's there. YouTube, we're back on the YouTube. Look for RSL Networks on YouTube. So plenty of ways to find the streams of our games. So we can bring you the action on a Thursday and Friday night. You know, it used to be traditional Friday night football for high school. Now, you know, we have so many Thursday games now, and that could, you know, be a variety of reasons why teams are playing on Thursday. It could be officials, you know, the number of officials needed. Maybe there's an official shortage, so, hey, we have to play some games on Thursdays, make sure that every game is equipped with the officials. So we have Thursday games, we have Friday games. It could be venues, it could be stadiums. You know, there's so many schools that have multiple schools now, so many towns that have multiple schools that they have to share a stadium. You know, this year in Brownsville, Sam Stadium, the historic Sam Stadium here in Brownsville is under construction. So they're doing renovations to Sam Stadium, which has Brownsville Vets has their stadium here, and they've been kind enough to let some of the other school districts use their home fields on Thursdays and Fridays. And then you have Sports Park. You know, Sports Park is a soccer field, but turned into a football field, and that's a nice stadium over there too. So there are some options here in Brownsville for these teams, since you have, you know, a good variety of schools down here. Like, you know, Brownsville Vets has here, you got Porter, you got Pace, you got Rivera, you got Lopez, you got Hanna. We can keep going. You know, there's so many great high schools here in Brownsville, and every one of them is going to have a football program that's going to, you know, need a field on a Friday, and now on a Thursday as well. So Rattlers coming out, trying to get things going on their side. DeAndre Rodriguez has done a fine job at the quarterback, distributing the ball. He's with the likes of Robert Perez, Dante Flores. And there's one up the middle. There's a seam, little breakaway there, still on his feet. Spin move, picks up a few more. Nice, tough run for the Rattlers there. So Rattlers come up with a big run, trying to keep things going on this drive. Ball handed off inside, little crease. Gets small and picks up a nice little run of about 4 there is Uribe.
Inside run number 44 on the stop that time. Uribe, the ball carrier, in a 2-second name.
2nd and 7 for the Rattlers now. Man in motion goes out. That's Uribe. There's that little hitch looking for his blockers. Gets up. Complete. And nicely done by Castillo. Take that back. That's Jojo Hernandez. But there is a flag. And I was just about to say, you know, before that flag came out, we haven't seen many. There's been a couple movement on the lines, but as far as the discipline of both these teams has been pretty good. You haven't seen some big, and that's a big one there, though. I was going to say you haven't seen any big flags here, and here's probably the first one that's going to move the Rattlers over into the Chargers territory and giving them a fresh set of downs. Talking about how Rodriguez has done a nice job distributing the ball. You know, we've seen Pettis, we've seen Flowers, we've seen Hernandez do a little bit of everything. These guys is nicely, you know, the weight contribution is pretty good, and getting everybody that they can involved. Rattlers looking over their sideline, trying to get the right play in. See what they want to do here on this 2nd and 10. Rodriguez thrown outside, picks up a nice run there. Just keeping it simple. You know, nothing too crazy. Dante Flores gets that one and just keeps things going. You know, you don't have to get complex. You know, you have those little dump downs and let your guy do the rest. Let your receiver, let your back do the rest. Turn on the speed, give him enough room to separate and go. Picked up about 5 there. Rodriguez calls his own number, keeps that one on the option. Doesn't pick up much. Once again, we want to thank you all for getting on RSL Networks. Whether you're watching online, on our website, or through our apps, or even YouTube, we got you here. Let your families, friends know, share how to get to us and how to watch the streams. Rattlers going to take a timeout. Coach Gonzalez wants to talk things over. This is RSL Networks. We'll be back.
Sames McAllen Ford is giving you huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Take 15 grand off MSRP on a 2025 Ford F-150 XLT. Get low rates and no payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at SamesMcAllenFord.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get $8,000 off MSRP.
Big 4th down here for the Rattlers, and they're going to go for the fade, and it is caught. Touchdown, Rattlers! What a gutsy call on that 4th down, and it pays off. Once again, wow. That just goes back to what I was saying. You know, Coach Gonzalez said, we got nothing to lose here, gentlemen. Let's get out there. Let's put it all out there, put it on the line, and let's just make some plays. And that extra point is blocked. And still on his feet, still trying to go and finally taken down. Well, let's take a look at that touchdown again.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get $8,000 off MSRP.
Great catch and great extra effort by the receiver there. And that was Robert Bettis making that catch there, and that's his 3rd touchdown of the night. Bettis is credited with the 3 touchdowns for the Rattlers, and like I said earlier, just making a name for himself here tonight as a playmaker. I want to credit that extra little surge he gave there at the end of that catch to cross the goal line. Just tremendous effort by Robert Bettis. (28-20) ball game now. The Rattlers have cut down the lead. The extra point attempt was blocked. So now an 8-point ball game. This is fun. Fun game to be a part of, being able to call.
First down and 10 to the Chargers at their own 30-yard line. First possession in the second half.
And now it's the Chargers' turn. Chargers now. Ocean ball handed off inside, trying to find a little bit of room. Rattlers able to squeeze that one. But Belmontes picks up about 3. So now a 2nd and 7 for the Chargers. We're here at Brownsville Veteran Memorial Stadium as the Chargers trying to extend their lead, and there it is. That's that breakaway speed by Belmontes, and he has himself a full head of steam, still on his feet, finally taken down at the 5. Belmontes found himself a hole, hit it hard, and then off to the races before being brought down at the 5. Belmontes has hit over the century mark already here tonight. Play goes off, but whistles are blown. Let's take a look at Belmontes' run once again. Just straight up the gut as the guards do their job, creating the hole inside, and Belmontes does the rest. Gets to the 5, but there was a flag there on a false start. Ball pitched outside. Room to run to the right as Bond gets in there, but a flag gets thrown out, and that might be called back. Old Maddox Bond trying to get in on the love, but flag gets thrown out. An illegal block in the back by the Chargers. So after Belmontes' long run to set up a 1st and goal, Chargers have now gone backwards and now facing a 1st and 20. Well, actually 1st and goal, but on the 20. Ball on the floor again, but it looks like the Chargers are able to jump on it. Trevelyan got turned and twisted, and as he was twisted, that ball came rolling out. But a lucky bounce comes right back into the Chargers' hands. Tossed outside. Once again, getting the call is Bond. Bond trying to get as much as he can. Looks like he gets stopped at the 1. So now a 3rd and goal. Ball on the 1-yard line. I won't be surprised if Coach Ramirez just says, just right up the gut with Belmontes. Rush to the line. Under center, everybody's moving. Looks like there might have been some confusion on the snap count. But let's see what the official call is. And that's going to go against the offense. So still a 3rd down. 3rd and goal. Now ball is placed on the 6. It's a keep. And brought down. Signs tries to creep up on that right side. And now Chargers looking at a 4th and goal. And let's see what they're going to do. They're going to bring out the field goal unit. Looks like a new batch is coming in, and they may elect for the field goal. Snap, hold, kick, up, and it's good.
And the Chargers did not come out empty on that drive. 25-yard field goal. With 3:50 left to play.
25-yard field goal. Put another 3 up for the Chargers.
65-yard drive.
31-20 game. This is RSL Networks. We'll be back.
Ford F-150 STX and 3.9% for 72 months. Payne Rio Grande City Ford and Payne Westlaco Ford.
V's up regardless.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central app. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, and original content. Valley Central Plus, now streaming on Roku, Fire TV, and Apple TV.
Coming off of that Charger field goal, that put the Chargers up 31-20. Rattlers going to get their chance at it now, see if they can produce and put some more points on the board. Big kick. Rattlers bringing this one out. That's Flores. Flores trying to head out to that left side. Finally has no more room to run and goes out of bounds. Trevelyan was on the hunt, forcing Flores to go out.
3:42 left to play in quarter number 3.
Rattlers try to get things going, but flags come out. It's going to be a false start against the Rattlers, taking them back. You know, little things like that just kind of slow down the momentum. They just kind of put a stall to the flow and fluidity that you want your offense to get into. Here's Rodriguez, ball handed off. Uguia. Uguia gets that call. Picks up a few there. Uguia came up a little limpy there, able to get off on his own will, though. Hopefully everything's okay with him. He's had himself a nice little game on the ground for the Rattlers. 2nd and 14 now. Rodriguez, play action, looks out. Little dump pass, incomplete. And they're going to call that an incomplete pass. Those are always, you want to be careful with those. You want to make sure that your intended receiver is a little bit farther up. You go back, and that ball might be, able to pick up and go. So now a 3rd and long situation for the Rattlers. Earlier in this game, they had been successful on some 3rd and long plays and converting to first down. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Rodriguez calls his own number, able to get over hurdles, gets a good little gain here and picks up the Rattler first down. Rodriguez showing his athleticism. Talked about that. We talked about that in pregame, how he's able to get it through the air. He's able to run. They might even make him a receiver at some point so he can go and catch the ball. Just an all-around athlete, and he showed his athleticism there, picking up that Rattler first down. This one's handed off inside. Uguia once again picks up the tough yards. As we get close to the 2-minute mark here in the 3rd. Second and 8 for the Rattlers as they try to keep things moving. Rodriguez hands this one off. Flores still on his feet, finally taken down. But Flores picks up some tough yards and finally body slammed backwards, enough to have a slow pickup there for Flores. This is one of those where you might have just lost your breath on the tackle. So now at 3rd and 4. Rattlers were able to convert on their last 3rd down. That was a 3rd and long, and now they just need 4. Let's see if they can convert here. Rodriguez rolls out to his left, looks down the field, finds a man, but it's thrown short. And let's see here if they call it interception or incomplete. Almost picked off. But officials say that it hit the ground, so it's just going to be an incomplete pass. And now it's a 4th down for the Rattlers as their punt team comes out. That's a close one to call, but we'll take the officials' words for it. It hit the ground. So incomplete pass. So Rattlers now going to punt this one away. Flag comes out. Could be a delay of game. And that's going to take the Rattlers back. Punt goes over the head, but able to collect. Still on his feet, crosses the 50. Finally spun down there is Tyler Rios. Flags come out. Over on the Rattlers sideline. Officials talking it over. Trying to see what the infraction was. It was a hold against the Chargers, so that'll take them back 10. So now the Chargers are going to start on their own 45. With about 22 seconds left here in the third. 31-20 game. Belmontes gets the call, able to bounce off one, stiff arms two, stays on his feet. And there's just nice, tough running. As Belmonte is able to bounce off a couple tackles and throw that stiff arm in there to get the Charger first down. And my clock went off, but there's about 16 seconds left in this quarter. And that one goes inside. Belmontes gets the call again. And this is going to be the final play there of the third quarter, getting ready for the fourth. 31-20 here at Brownsville Veterans Memorial. This is Real Sports Networks. We'll be back after this.
Get ready for an inspiring September. Sherryland ISD is going gold and supporting the Greater Gold Foundation for Childhood Cancer Awareness. Join our fierce battle to fight like a kid and make a lasting impact in the fight against childhood cancer. Together, the Sherryland ISD community can light up the world with hope and strength. Sherryland ISD, leading the charge in the fight for a brighter future. Let's unite and make a difference.
Fourth quarter now, 31-20 game. Belmontes picks up another Charger first. Belmontes is the kind of player that's just going to wear down a defense, and that's what he's doing right now. He's just going to, they're going to keep pounding. We're going to keep pounding. We're going to keep pounding. Just let him wear them down. Coach Ramirez knows what he has, and this is where the conditioning comes into play. These guys condition every day of practice, all their off season, their summer workouts, all lead to this to make sure that they can go. Bond now gets the call, but taken down in the backfield. Chavez on the tackle. First and 5 for the Chargers. Ball on the 15. There's that toss. Going, gone. Trevelyan might have trying to get that call there. And it looked like Trevelyan might have stepped out of bounds. So he might have stepped out of bounds, leaving the ball at about the 6-yard line. But we'll be back. We have an official timeout. This is Real Sports Live Network.
Want to cut the cord and still stay connected? Now you can with the free Valley Central Plus app. Download it today. Streaming now on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and Apple TV. No antenna, no hassle, no subscription. Just local news, weather, sports, entertainment, and original content from the 956's most reliable source. Valley Central Plus. Now streaming. Download today.
So ball is on the 6-yard line as Trevelyan stepped out of bounds at the 6. But this is exactly the situation the Chargers want to be in. Belmontes gets the toss, but there are the flags. False start against the Chargers. They're going to take them back. So now ball placed on the 11. Little hiccups here and there, but they're going to keep marching. These Charger running backs are going to pick up a full head of steam right here, and let's see what we're gonna come up with. Belmontes in that backfield, and that's tossed out to Bond, trying to factor Bond's speed to the outside into the game, but not much there. So now a 2nd and goal for the Chargers. There it is, ball outside, and now picks up the Charger touchdown. Big block to the outside leads the way for Trevelyan to punch it in. The offensive line definitely come to play tonight, leading the way for Belmontes and Trevelyan as Trevelyan picks up his 3rd touchdown here tonight. Extra point attempt, hold, kick, up, and it's good. So the Chargers extend their lead by 18 here in the 4th. This is Real Sports Live Networks. We'll be back.
South Padre Island. Enjoy endless activities for all ages. Then dance the night away with live music, savor fresh seafood, and discover unique food trucks and shop our charming boutiques. What are you waiting for? Escape the everyday at South Padre Island.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
Chargers extend their lead to 18, 38-20 here in the fourth quarter of this ball game. Trevelyan finds the end zone for the third time tonight. Belmontes has 2 of his own. And then on the other side, Robert Perez has the 3 touchdowns for the Rattlers. You know, we always get this time of the game, you start thinking, okay, who's going to be tonight's Real Sports Live Networks, Luke Freya and Economy Awards Player of the Game. And this was where things get tough. You got multiple players that could deserve this award, and even winning on the winning side or the side that comes up short. You know, you have big playmakers. So this is where things get tough. And if you guys have any idea, maybe throw my way who you guys feel is deserving of tonight's player of the game. Rodriguez bounces back and almost intercepted.
Almost picked off by number 1, Tyson Rios. Good defense. 3rd down and long.
Tyson Rios almost gets his hands on that one, and there would have been nobody in front of him if he would have. So now the Rattlers looking at a 3rd down. This will be a big 3rd down here for the Rattlers. Rodriguez bounces out to the right. He calls it himself, lowers his shoulder, takes himself a little hit, but tries to stretch it out. It's not going to be enough for a 1st down. So now the Rattlers are going to look at a 4th down situation, and you have to punt it away here. You don't want to take any chances this deep in your own territory. Snap takes a bounce, but punter is able to recover. Takes a nice Rattler bounce, and that ball will stand still at about the 30-yard line.
Almost a 50-yard punt that time by Pettis. 1st down.
Pettis gets himself a nice punt. And Chargers going to have to start on their own 30. Trevelyan able to punch it in last drive. But let's see what the Chargers can put together here. Ball pitched outside. Room to run at the 50, the 40, the 30. No one will stop him. He's going all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. Trevelyan on the 70-yard touchdown run. So Trevelyan continues to add on the stats with a 70-yard touchdown run. .44-20 game, but it looks like we have a player shaken up, and we're going to take an official timeout. This is RSL Networks. We'll be back.
where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Coming out, Chargers able to convert a 2-point attempt. Now score 46-20. So now the Chargers have two running backs over 100 yards tonight. As we talked about that 1-2 combo punch of Belmontes and Trevelyan. Just tough. It's almost like you know what's coming. Teams are going to have to prepare. Teams are just going to have to prepare to stop the run of the Chargers. It's challenge. Accept the challenge, because you got two guys here that are just putting on a show in the backfield, and you got to credit the line of the Chargers to get that push. And that's what we've seen here tonight. So it's going to be tough. These guys, veterans, is just going to pound the ball. They just keep it simple. They know their game plan. And coach is like, you're going to know that I'm going to run. I'm going to run the ball. It's up to you to stop us. And here come the Rattlers. There's a little break. Tries to come back to the left side of the field and finally met by the Chargers. Still plenty of time here in the game. And we've seen Coach Gonzalez, he's going to continue to work. And he's going to tell his guys, hey, don't worry about the score. Let's go out there and continue to grow. Let's continue to get our plays going. And he's going to stick to his game plan. He's not going to change anything due to the score. He knows this is a non-district matchup. He knows that his plan is to get better for what's coming up, and that's district play. And like I've said, we've seen good things from the Rattlers. There's Rodriguez. He drops back, little fade, and it's complete down the sideline, still on his feet and pushed out of bounds. JoJo Hernandez. Fade on the left side of down the sideline. JoJo Hernandez with the completion. And like I said, we see good things coming from the Rattlers. JoJo Hernandez able to get behind the backs, create some space, and Rodriguez put it right on the number for him. Rodriguez takes that one himself right up the middle, picks up about 5. Thank you guys for finding us here on RSL Networks. Whether you're watching on the website, through our apps, or on YouTube, wherever you can find us, we're glad you did. Please tell your families and friends and the fans how to find Real Sports Live Networks. Rodriguez setting up the screen. Bettis gets the catch, but there's all sorts of Charger defenders there. Nicely read A.J. Garcia, defensive tackle for the Chargers, sniffed out that screenplay and played it well. We are on the BISD channel here in Brownsville. If you guys are looking to still catch the game, there's going to be a timeout. This is RSL Networks. We'll be back. And we're back. The Rattlers trying to keep things going here. Rodriguez takes it up the middle, able to elude himself by a couple tacklers. He keeps on his feet and keeps pushing. And he gets to about the 1 yard line. Just effort on his part. As he says, we still got a lot of game to play, guys. Let's go. And that's just the heart of that Rattler team over there, being down 26, but continuing to march. This is getting blown here. Looks like the Chargers going to call a timeout. This is RSL Networks. We'll be back.
At Brownsville ISD, every journey starts with a strong foundation.
Our academic programs inspire curiosity and critical thinking.
In athletics, students unleash their potential while diving into school spirit.
Creativity shines throughout our various fine arts programs.
Our career and technical education provides students with essential skills for the workforce.
With dual enrollment courses, students can earn college credits while still in high school.
Brownsville ISD.
One team.
One dream.
Out of that veterans timeout, they want to talk things over, get the right personnel in the game. But here come the Rattlers on the 1 yard line. Ball right up the middle. Let's see. In a second effort, just not enough. The Chargers able to make a stop there, but still a second and goal. Here it goes, right up the middle. Touchdown, Rodriguez and the Rattlers. So Rattlers keep things going on their end, and they're going to continue to just keep playing, and that's what it's about. And that's just the team that Coach Gonzalez is bringing up here. Guys, don't worry about the score. Let's continue to fight. Extra point attempt. It's up, and let's see if that one got over. It's good. 27. Now, as Rodriguez punches that one in, this is Real Sports Live Networks. We'll be back.
This summer, settle in and reconnect with one another. South Padre Island has so many great places to stay. Condos, resorts, and hotels. Oh my! Book your summer getaway today. And start making memories poolside with the people you care about most. Visit SoPadre.com.
Welcome to Payne Sports Central, home of UTRGV Sports.
The chess team are national champions once again. Checkmate! What? It's my catchphrase.
Get a new 2025 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for $36,000 to $995, or $26,000 to $995 for a new 2025 Chevrolet Colorado Crew Cab at Payne Westlaco Chevrolet and PayneGM.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
V's up regardless.
Here come the Chargers out of that touchdown, still on his feet. Finally pushed out of bounds. So DeAndre Rodriguez gives some life to the Rattlers, and, you know, they're going to continue to play ball. And that's great, and that's what makes this such a great game, that you still have two teams playing no matter what the score is, 46-27, and the Rattlers continue to work on their game.
First down and 10 to the Chargers from their own 32-yard line. Around 5 minutes left to play.
Still on his feet, signs, and he's going at the 35, the 30, the 20, and no one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Chargers. Jake Signs continues to keep the running game of the Chargers in command. Kick is up, but there are some flags going. We might have had an early start on one of the Rattlers, but they're going to decline that as the lead now extended. 53-27, Chargers up.
No matter where you are in life, Texas Southmost College is here to help you move forward. Whether you're starting fresh, changing careers, or gaining new skills, TSC has affordable programs designed to fit your goals. It's time to take the next step. Think big. Think bright. Think TSC.
Fiber, this is our home. Take a look at what we do.
Sames McAllen Ford is giving you huge savings during the final days of the Ford Summer Sales Event. Take 15 grand off MSRP on a 2025 Ford F-150 XLT. Get low rates and no payments for 90 days on many of your favorite new Fords in stock. Even 2025 Ford F-150 Lightnings get 0% for 72 months and may even qualify for a $7,500 tax credit. Start online at SamesMcAllenFord.com or visit us and drive local, drive Sames.
Elevation, AT4, AT4X, Denali. Case closed. For your GMC, we're professional grade.
Hey Vaqueros fans, I'm Janelle Tanguma.
And I'm Blake Collin. Join us live for every UTRGV home football game for our pregame kickoff show, Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
We're bringing you live coverage, special guests, and fan energy leading up to kickoff.
History will be made right here at Vaquer Stadium on August 30th.
We'll see you at Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta.
V's up.
Vaqueros Nation Tailgate Fiesta is sponsored by the Bert Ogden Auto Group.